Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Victoria 3, welcome back to our young Mexican Republic, and welcome back in 1840, where we left the young Mexican Republic in big turmoil. At the moment we have President Lucas Alaman representing the Catholic Church in charge after the last land-owned elections, landed voting that we introduced. However, the population of Mexico is heavily split in two opposing fronts. We have the ones that really want to support the census suffrage, that we enact that one. The others oppose it very extremely. And we have these two movements going on, and no matter what we do, both wanted to go into revolution. So at the moment we're balancing or doing a Vaubank act, trying to get out the census suffrage while trying to not have the revolution. At the moment it looks good for a reason we still don't really fully understand why suddenly it's minus 0.1 progress. We have to have a very, very close eye on that one. Worst case, we have to stop it and possibly facing the challenges of a new revolution from the other side. So yeah, it is hard. And it is Alaman at the moment, who is surprisingly as a conservative happy, because we also gave them some concessions, which makes us a little bit poorer at the moment. So it's very hard. We can't have them join, unfortunately. So yeah, we gotta see what happens. And we've got here on the opposing side the former president Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, who also caused a lot of ruckus historically. Yeah, it is a power struggle here in Mexico at the moment. Let's see how this goes, and yeah, let's just don't waste too much time talking and get in together and get it going. It's gonna be quite interesting to observe. I guess once we pass this, if we pass it, we might get out some conservative law to placate somehow the forces in here. It's gonna be a very tough one. At least it's just very high radicalism and not extreme anymore. Maybe this is where it's coming from. Now we even minus 0.9, so this speed, we might be in 80 years, the revolutionary thoughts might be gone from Mexico. We've got mechanical tools. Handcrafted goods can be exceptional quality, but for consistency and rapidity in production, mechanical aids are needed. Yeah. And let's see if we can introduce them actually somewhere. Or tooling workshop. They need steel, okay. It makes sense for steel tools, and we don't have steel works out there yet. Precision for furniture. No, there's not really a demand for luxury furniture at the moment. Sulfide pulping for paper mills. Oh, we also don't have paper mills by now. Slaughterhouse for livestock. Okay, here we can do something. Oh, and we should actually. Oh, why didn't we go to butchering tools in the first place? Let's do this. Slaughterhouse is one step too far. Doesn't really make sense. We need to expand our tooling first. Okay, this at least some help. I hope this will lead somewhere. Our glassworks can be made to leaded glass. However, we don't have lead. So also not really relevant right now. And we're building already another one. Yeah. As you see, we don't have a very strong industrial base at the beginning. Or I don't know if we will ever have that one. We try to go a little bit more agricultural. But yeah. And over here, we're going to passing into the voting area. And over here, it's still going down. Now at 0%. But it's there. It's stable, guys. Let's see. Martial laws. Mass mutinies in Mexico within the armed forces under Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna's watch have led to officers marching for a new government. Yeah, that's what you've been doing recently all the time. We were not big fans. What began as a few disgruntled supply officers and colonels as in-laws swept through the ranks. Whether strong-armed by their leaders or willing accomplices, entire brigades have joined the mutiny. Their oaths lie trampled in the mud with any who stand in their way. Arrest the traitors. Send them home, remind them of their duty. Yeah, I guess we'll we'll definitely do that. Or shoot every 10th man. I feel like, why wouldn't you, if you don't, this is by far the best option. I'd be happy to have smaller armed forces. We're actually trying to suppress them a bit. They get placated, smaller, and so forth. Very good for us, nice event. And we lose a little bit of progress in the civil war. Very, very nice for us. But, oh. But for what reason soever, maybe there's marginal, the closer you get to the top, the slower it goes. Maybe it slows down, and now we're going up again. I'm not sure. If any of you feels like explaining the rules of the game mechanics on Civil Wars to me more in detail, I'm happy for you if you drop a like, comment in this comment section. There we go, we've finished our first research, wow. Intensive agriculture. By integrating food production into the industrial supply chain, it is possible to realize much higher yields. And I'm really excited about this one. I hope this helps us a lot since... we also need paper, okay. Since our wheat prices, the grain prices are really, really high, so are the textiles and the fabric ones, and I really hope this helps us a lot. That's the... Of course, we need fertilizer that we don't have yet, but we will get there. So we use soil enriching farming, and we do increased wool gathering, which produces also more fertilizer, and we, yeah, absolutely perfect. So we'll get in total more of everything. It doesn't really affect anything else by now. And slaughterhouses, no, not yet. And then let's see how this affects actually our current output or the prices. Before, I want to just get one paper mill out somewhere. Oh, we have infrastructure problems. I didn't know about those. Is it due to unrest? Well, okay, here we've got, I think we're building already a port. Oh, and we lost a lot of authority somehow. Interesting also. Oh, do we have a problem really for fertilizer? I thought the livestock is fine with that. Well, we can support, of course, with... No, we should definitely also get a fertilizer industry out. Yeah, yeah. And... what did we say? Where do we want to build that? Probably not in the mountainous areas. Yeah, Rio Grande might be smart for that. For a little bit industry. Actually, let's do... both the paper and the fertilizer industry over here. But yeah, as we have tons of stuff still in the production, it will take some time. Yeah, in the meantime, actually, if we have a problem with fertilizer, then let's import some from the Americans. This might also placate them to some extent, that they don't get too angry on us. 150 would be the road maintenance, okay. Veracruz, Guerrero, Zacatecas. Zacatecas is up here. Maybe it's rather better to have the road maintenance for the moment than to rather have them in the market fully than supporting something inefficiently. Where's the road maintenance? Road maintenance? Road maintenance? There we are. Okay. This might help a little. Yeah, we have to find a new research for us. Where we will go with what? Intelligentsia just loves us for the moment, so this helps us with the technology research speed, society research speed. So maybe in this one. And which one might be helpful? Central banking? Yeah, actually yes, so it's 20 months is quite quick. Or no, let's get another joint stock company. We don't have a lot of capitalists yet. A lot of sexy researchers down here in terms of money and for our economy. Let's do the central banking first, since we also do minting a lot with our gold mines, and then we do these two probably. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's continue. Always with the eye on these things. The other thing, the Caudillo. Oh, we've lost a little bit of the progress. 0.5%, yeah. Here this is one of the few positive things right now, that we got the armed forces angry and out of government in this current setup. That we are still part of the... the Caudillo process is at least not making any progress, which is good because we want this bar empty in the end, since otherwise the army is going to be a little bit overly represented in our politics over time. Greed is good. Rafael Mangino y Mendivil and the industrialists of Mexico have delivered a declaration of intent. All industry production to cease until an amenable government is installed. What? Are they also there? They're quite angry, right? But they also marginalized and super smart. Where do we see them? Yeah. They're not that unhappy, come on. A hostile takeover in the simplest terms is when a large company acquires a smaller company against the small company's wishes. To a big enough business, an obstructive government is just another company to be incorporated, except now that business can write all the rules. Just look at the East India Trading Company. Okay. Yeah, we can just open new factories with our own administrators. Send the jackboots. No, this is a little bit too intense, I would say. Rather, we spend a little bit over here, get some of them more radical, but lose further progress here in the Civil War. That's good. And we don't rely too much on them right now, so throughput is actually, yeah, for at the moment in agriculture, throughput would be way heavier for us. Unfortunately, we just lost here the birth rate, since also our government is not super happy with census suffrage, of course. It is what it is. Is there anyhow, like, maybe as a kind of a security thing, is there any alliance or defensive alliance maybe possible with one of these European juggernauts? No. Not really. You hear about Egypt? Do we have interest in Egypt? No, it's just around. Charles Baudin, exiled from France. Okay. Yeah, that's food. Struggling people in Rio Grande have been desperately trying to get their hands on any food they can. Dire warnings of a turnip winter have been spreading throughout the region. Last week, all we could get was pig's feet. This week, I'm not actually sure what this stuff is. Is that sawdust? Oh, gosh. Mortality in Rio Grande. Try to increase the local food production by any means. Yeah, well, we can do that. We're anyways gonna go into that, and yeah, I hope that... It's gonna be a tough one. No matter what, also the Civil War, like, once going down again, let's definitely do this. Probably we have to increase taxes or get some more taxes in the future if we don't want to go bankrupt, but we still have some reserves. Actually, I wanted to check out how much the food prices got affected. Yeah, they dropped at least by 10%, which is really nice. Hopefully we see also an increase in the standard of living again. Yeah. Did we build the second coal mine already? No, it's just stuff again. Alright, and we do have census suffrage now, which cost us further authority, okay? We used some to suppress the army, I forgot. And, hey! We got rid of the revolution. That's really nice, and... Oh, that's good to see. Whew! This was a wild ride. Okay, and... Oh, the number of radicals dropped. The loyalists got up. Wonderful. We passed it. So, in quite a short time, we passed from land voted to census suffrage in 1841. That's pretty early. This is going to change our political landscape for sure, but it will weaken the conservative forces that we wanted to get out, which is super nice. And... maybe now it's time that we can actually get some other things in that we would like to do. And let's see what we would like to do. Of course, long-term multiculturalism, we need to have that, but nobody's supporting this right now. Nothing can be done. We already checked that. Tenant farmers. I mean, I would like to go to homesteading. Also not possible with this government. By the way, talking about government... this is a little bit cheesy, in my opinion, that the parties, like, if you don't make them join... Actually, I wait for the government, I will wait for the elections. This man can rule now. I feel like it fits. He, like, survived, and now apparently the country is rallying a little bit behind him. But what I said, I find it a little bit weird that they don't join automatically, and you can rather also just ignore it and wait. They change their mind over time. Nah, whatever. So for the moment, let's see what we can do. I would like to introduce some schools. And some, of course, also some healthcare. Yeah, this one... Okay, the rural folk really hates religious schools, but everybody else is a big fan. With our really low education, this might be really helpful. Assimilation and conversion, yeah, conversion is not... Yeah. Do we have a lot of animists? I don't think so. They are all Catholic, yeah. But whatever, I feel like it's actually schools before health, so... Or what would that happen? How would that affect us? Yeah, I feel like it's a good thing. Is apart from the intelligentsia, these church things are being loved by most people. It will calm down a lot of the turmoil in the country. So let's get religious schools out and get them started. Yeah, even the armed forces are just only at -7 now. One of the questions is going to be, when are we losing actually the modifier for the concessions to the landowners? Yeah, 6 months. 6 months, and they will -17. Oh god, then we have a new problem. And I feel like we don't have the financial. Well, we can of course increase the taxes a bit, and we can take that. That is always fine. We also can get some consumption tax out. However, we should. Maybe I'll stop like suppressing the army. This will give us a lot of extra authority. Then let's see what we can get out here. I don't want to punish this the poor population too hard. So porcelain maybe. Or some liquor tax makes sense now. Well, -13, and yeah, we will be in the positive, I guess, when the landowners yeah, get back. But however, we have very unhappy landowners. This will be the next problem. Worst case, we have to, but we can't long term just do the concessions to them. That's too insane. However, of course, you always, it's like kind of subsidies also. You can, because it's a tax cut, therefore like the pops should have more money available to actually bolster their standard of living or to invest in stuff. So it is not necessarily just bad to get less tax income, in my opinion. So I rather actually like play with, let's say, lower taxes, a little bit lower tax if I can afford it. We're moving. Oh, this is fast already. Am I making progress with the law enforcement? With the religious schools. Talking about, do we need some bureaucracy at some point? Is there any tax problems somewhere? No, not really. Of course, over the time, I would love to have some kind of government, building everywhere, but for the moment, no. All right. So I'm still a little bit struck, or like I was exhausted by this revolutionary times. But I picked Mexico, so I guess it was kind of logical that this might get tricky. But let's have a look over here with the Brits. They're not at war, but they love us, no? Are we gonna go back to Guatemala, what we talked about last time? Problem is, I feel like these guys might intervene on the side of the Guatemalans. But maybe we get the Brits then. Or they have no alliance with the Americans, right? This happens a lot of times. Guys, what would be a world without problems? And maybe it might actually help the people to unify internally. If we, yeah, start this, and I think I will try to make Guatemala a protectorate. Alrighty. We've got this, we can use the power of the purse as naval doctrine. I mean, our navy is kind of hilarious, but okay. Power of the purse gives the ability to make purchases to the captains, allowing for a much more autonomous and effective fleet. Alright. And let's go. Let's ask Guatemala to become one of our, not one of ours, our protectorate. And they will not accept, so we have to force it. Let's hope the best that not the big ones are gonna intervene. Okay, the United States can be swayed probably if we offer them some territory. I mean, we could do that in exchange, basically Colorado for Guatemala. Before the Guatemalans sway them. That's the thing, you know, they can... I feel like they would do the same probably. Utah, Texas. They just take the whole ones, right? That's the problem. But Utah, I mean... For us, Utah is absolutely worthless at the moment. I don't want to give it away just like to fight you at the Guatemala, you know. So still, then we also go for war reparations, and they're gonna be part of our market. But now they're fuck. Return taxes, okay. And now they're cocky, okay. Yeah, okay. This is the greed. They're always the same with the damn greed. We should have known it better. We need a general out here. The good thing is, and we need a defensive one. Yeah, we take Venustiano de Gos, Alemant defense. That's very good to see. And he'll go to the Texas front, defending that adamantly, while you guys are gonna go to the Guatemala. Oh gosh, they're gonna transfer troops probably down here, while you attack at once. The good thing is that will the Americans really mobilize 55 like conscript battalions? This is the main question. Otherwise, I see a certain chance that that we can hold them off, take out Guatemala, and in the end maybe get a white peace with the Americans. Losing Texas wouldn't be too terrible. Okay, right, we have academic assistance. The teachers of our higher institutions of learning have offered to advise the government in the implementation of new religious schools. There are certainly differences between teaching children the fundamentals and the more advanced education offered at our universities. Nevertheless, as architects of the upper floors of this towering structure of knowledge, we believe the least we can do to provide some insight into how the foundation should be built. Yeah, but this sucks. We have such good chances anyway, so let's move it one phase further. Nice. Really helpful. And let's see how we can do it. Of course, we could also... Actually, let's do it. We can always just pick one, and the most important province and the best one is California for sure. So let's... In the weird case, we can somehow win over the Americans, and unfortunately, we can't sway any... the Brits, and in the end, it's the Brits. We can't sway them in. In the rare event, this might happen. Did they mobilize, by the way, their 55 troops? No. And they're coming here to the Texas front, which is good. I don't see us winning versus the Americans. At least we have a war goal this time. However, with this, it's a primary demand, okay. Oh no, returning Texas is the primary demand, okay. Did we add it or not? Guys. I'm nervous. Well. Revoke claim on California, of course, it's just displayed. I was looking for the American flag somehow, stupidly. Yeah, well, it might be the time to still fight the Americans, since they're, like, also didn't build up a massive army, and then you see the 9 battalions coming over here to face our 9 battalions. Is there anything about the mobilization we would like to get out also? What is the cheapest? Sugar, tobacco, or liquor we should get out? Let's have a look. What can we really offer? Sugar. Liquor? Oh, liquor not that much, so okay, let's actually give them some sugar here for chocolate. I mean, this makes sense. And now let's hope the very best. May God be with us. The prayers in the cathedrals of Mexico City are really big. That we can withstand the US. A popular playwright endorses reform. In the midst of the debate surrounding religious schools, one of the country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the Catholic Church, has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire to the law to be passed. The man's viewpoints may be somewhat partisan, but sir, you cannot argue with his prose. And we have 40%. This is, and we're still already got really far. I will go for the prestige. Let us ensure that that play gets a wider international audience. This will always be helpful. And yeah, while our writers get international audience for their art, our armies get audience for like attacking Guatemala. And somehow, okay, the Americans brought up. And yeah, we're being at war with the US and Guatemala. Let's see. And we have inactive trade routes. That makes sense. Actually, we should have checked them out anyways. Oh, we should also definitely not export. That's why we have the problem with the fertilizers, guys. Well. Also, this should be stopped. Actually, then I have a quick overview over our market situation. If you need fertilizer, get it from the Russians. I hope if the price, they should come by... No, they come by this trade route, okay. Maybe some more fertilizer from the Brazilianos. And... Alright, what else? Are these clippers? Yeah, we also want clippers, oh my god. French clippers. Guns for sure, we need French guns. Dutch guns, Spanish guns, everything in we can get. Oh, iron. Everything is so expensive, oh my god. And let's hope the best then. By here we can hopefully protect our market. The thing is over here, yeah, as soon as we overthrow Guatemala pretty quickly, we are fighting another Andres Morazan. To be honest, I'm really not that... I have to read about how this worked, how people understood themselves, how nation building worked in Central America since they dropped out of Mexico and they were part of Spain, all of them together. And actually the indigenous people are different anyway, so depending on regions and not rather than nations. So I'm really not... I don't know how in 1842 Guatemalans, I doubt that they have a strong national conscience. We shall see. What is happening over here? Are we successfully... hopefully, are we fighting nicely over here? With the adamant defender? While we're making some progress over here. I didn't see a battle yet. Or was there battles? Where's the front? Oh, a couple of victorious battles. Very nice. Oh, these were our battles here in Mexico. Okay, down here we see the American attack here. Oh, nice. This should be... There's Martin right now. It's the early spring. These guys move up here since they... Oh, they took it down here. So, do we want them to attack? I guess not. You guys up here, you can also defend the front. We just want Guatemala. That's it. The war reparations, I actually don't care for. Yeah, the Americans, I don't know. Promises they will peace out soon. Then we just at war for Texas. To be honest, given the situation, we can't make them our rivals, but I probably would have liked to make them our rivals. Let's also sway Russia. I don't completely forgot about them. Yeah, we need partners, since I guess this war definitely... Oh god. No! They're losing to here in Texas, oh gosh. And here... How did we lose? How is he not up here? Yeah, now the US is like forcing us a little bit back. What happened now? Are the French having a revolution or something? That's why are they all inactive? Or they shut down all our our convoys probably. It's a hard time to be alive. Well, yeah, let's observe this. I mean, worst case we give her Texas, to be honest. I mean, it is what it is. Also great country, of course. Great barbecue. And we've got religious schools. Yeah. Let's actually wait quickly until we see the... yeah, of course, the US is not going to accept these kind of war... the peace deal. However, we're gonna see the surrender of Guatemala in no time. And then, okay, they already took all of Texas. Which should help them in their war goal. This was fast. I thought we defeated them in a lot of defensive battles, but this is a little bit worrisome that they actually managed. And we got the surrender, by the way, of Guatemala, so they are now in our market, first of all, and they are a protectorate. So over time, we will try to reduce the autonomy and get them, yeah, in. Colonization of Texas completed, and of Colorado, yeah, both. Potentially, we're gonna see, yeah, Texas to be returned. Actually, I might even consider surrendering immediately. We've got a population of 180,000 Texans, sure. Only 36,000 are Mexican. The Dixie ones are... Okay, they're not even... They're, thank God, not discriminated, but Protestants and so forth. Yeah, giving up Texas might be just the idea right now. Or we try to fight this front, but how many are we facing? Did the enemy... 7-6, that's not that many units, actually. Well, we've got time to think, because I feel like this is also a great moment to end this very episode. So I really hope you liked it. If you did, so it would be amazing. If you leave me a like and a subscription, this helps me a lot, or like motivates me a lot, and helps the channel to grow while it doesn't cost you anything. So thank you so much for that. And it would be lovely if you leave your opinion in the comments, and if you feel like that, I'm always happy to interact with you or react to those. So thank you very much for that. And apart from this, then just see you next time when we continue with the war versus for Texas, for Guatemala, who knows? Yeah. Bye. Your strategy is both.